Hi, everyone, and welcome to It's Time for Keto. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Donna Levy. I've been a registered nurse for 38 years, and I've helped over 30,000 patients get, in the best shape of their lives, get off medication, get totally brain healthy. And I am here to help you do the same. Yeah. So, one of the big questions is, why aren't I losing weight on keto? Well, number one, our body is miraculous and has the power of healing ourselves, especially when we mix the intermittent fasting and the keto together. So that is, one of the keys. But I see people all the time that they're struggling right at the beginning. Well, you got to give yourself time. Number one, it depends. Everybody is different on your carb level. Okay, so you have a carb manager or whatever app you're using now, but everybody is different on how many carbs that they need in order to lose weight. If you are postmenopausal, if you have metabolic syndrome, if you have diabetes, then your carbs are going to be lower than somebody who's 25 and needs to lose 20 pounds. So the traditional keto diet is 30 carbs or less. Now, when you are insulin resistant, you may have to go to 20 carbs or 10 carbs. I have done 10 carbs for a long time on my feeding days. When I increase my calories, there is one day that you increase your calories at least by 500 calories. And on those days, I probably have about 30 carbs. But we'll talk more about that feasting day and how to do it safely in another video. But your carbs could be too high for you. So you want to work with that. Go down for a couple of days. See if that, if your clothes feel looser. Now, the other thing is not drinking enough water. So we need about 84 ounces of water a day to really flush out our system, flush out our liver, flush out our cells, so that we can have that whoosh effect too, where we end up maybe losing 2, 3, 4 pounds, within like a 2-day period. So please drink your water. You can add salt to your water because that pink Himalayan salt will give you minerals, which are really, really good for your body. And that could be one of the issues too. I'm finding out that I retain water when I don't have enough water. So, or if I took in too much salt, I have too much water. Some people, if they don't take in enough salt, they retain water. So you have to play with this and you have to be patient with your body because everybody's system is different. And what works for your friend or what works for me might not work for you. All right. The other thing is your body and your liver. Your liver is your fat burning source. So if over a long period of time you've had a ton of carbohydrates, you've lived on the American diet, there's chances are that your liver needs to be detoxed. It's not only for people who have had large quantities of alcohol. It is also for us who have been inundated in carbs or inundated in pesticides, which now we all have, whether it enters through our skin or our breath or we ingest them. So it takes a little bit of time to clear out that liver. And so that could be preventing you from accessing your fat stores right away. So what I'm trying to tell you is be patient with your body and just totally stick with this. I looked at my body as a science experiment, that I'm not some alien. So I knew that this had to work in some fashion. So I just kept tweaking, and I still do. I'm still tweaking, what I'm taking in, how I'm fasting. I started out with a 20-hour fast and a 4-hour eating window. Then I went to 20-hour fast, 4-hour eating window, every other day eating. Then I went to a 72-hour fast, and now I throw in a couple 96-hour fasts, and I actually feel fabulous fasting. It's a little crazy thing for me to even think about, but it's so true. I have so much more energy and mental clarity, and my body feels great. I don't feel sluggish at all. And so I am a proponent of fasting. Now, the guru of fasting is really Dr. Jason Fung, and you would want to go to one of his sites. I will post in the comments below, in the description, some links that you can check out the fasting, because that really helps to empty out our liver and to decrease our insulin stores. And we don't want to increase every time we eat something. Our insulin goes up, whether our blood sugar does or not. And so what happens is that we can't access our fat during that time until it goes back down. And everybody's individual. It depends what you eat, how much you eat, of when that decrease happens, and you start making ketones again for your energy. So those are my 3 major topics for why people aren't losing weight. And then, of course, you could just be taking in way too many calories. It's still a 7-day cycle. So if you need to have 2,000 calories a day, you have to have 14,000 calories in a 7-day cycle. So you might have to have, 3 days of 4,000 calories. If you could do that. I only did that once. But if you just have to parse it out. If you want to only have 1,000 calories a day, that's about where I'm at. I make sure I have at least 7,000 calories in for the week, so that I know that my body's getting the right nutrition for my size. And how you figure that out is you take your weight and multiply it times 10. And that's how you figure out your basal metabolic rate. That means if you laid in bed all day, in order for your body to function at the rate it functions, you would need that amount of calories. So if you're weigh 150 pounds, then you need 1,500 calories. So that's how you set it. Set your carbs. In the carb manager, you have to go into a setting that is that you can do yourself, create a setting or something like that. And if you're insulin resistant, you want your carbs to be 20 or less. You want your protein to be 30, because we don't need as much protein as everybody always said we did. That increases an insulin spike. And you want your fats to be around 75, 85. Now, remember, you are doing a 7-day plan. So some days you could be under and some days you can be over, as long as it figures out at the end of the week, whatever your end of your week you want it to be. It could be Monday, it could be Saturday, however you want to figure that out. But remember, watch your carbs, drink your water, and remember, be patient with your body, because it could be detoxing. So in 3 weeks after you start, I would try to get on the scale and see what's going on. And then you can tweak it. I always tell people, get some pair of clothing that is tight on you, and every week try that on and see. It'll be getting looser, I swear. So anyways, that's it for today. If you like this video, please like it, and please share it with anybody you feel is appropriate. And of course, subscribe to my channel. It's time for keto, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.